Hi, everybody. Michael Tipton. I'm president of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana Foundation, and glad to be here today with Dave Britt, who is the CEO of the United Way of Central Louisiana. The United Way has been a longtime partner of us at the Blue Cross Foundation, the Strong Neighborhoods effort that we were working on in Pineville for the last couple of years, and then more recently, the way in which Strong Neighborhoods has been able to evolve that work to address needs that are coming about as related to COVID-19. So, Dave, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me, Michael. Appreciate all the help. Our United Way is a conversation among people in the community about how do we make our community a better place for everybody? How do we come up with solutions? What are the needs? And what can we do together as a community to address those needs? And we've been doing that for a long time now.
The Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana Foundation, we are really interested in finding ways to improve the wellness and well-being of people across the state of Louisiana. And one of the things we were really struck by a number of years ago was the role that the United Way of Central Louisiana was playing in addressing needs in and around the city of Pineville through the Strong Neighborhoods program. Talk to us a bit about how that program came to be.
We got the idea for the program 2 or 3 years ago from a book called The Abundant Community by Peter Block and John McKnight. And it puts out a different philosophy, if you will, than kind of the traditional model for nonprofits, which is the nonprofit sets up an office and expects people to come in for service. The problem in areas of extreme poverty is often people have no transportation. And the other main thing, even more important than that, is building a sense of community. Our society is so consumer oriented and driven that people are valued for their ability to consume. The problem is that's increasingly isolating. That doesn't draw people together. So what we're trying to do is go into 3 census tracts in Pineville and foster a sense of neighbors getting to know each other and then helping each other. Our response to COVID-19 has been informed by the Strong Neighborhood Project, different model for doing business. In the old days, we might have turned to our usual set of partners and funded them. What we found, though, with the Strong Neighborhood Project is that the people who really understand the web of relationships and needs are out there in all the parishes with congregations and the few nonprofit agencies that do exist in the more rural parishes. So we partnered with a whole lot of new partners across 10 parishes to build on that web of relationships, let them identify who are the families in need, and then deliver what's needed to that family, food and cleaning supplies primarily, instead of expecting people in a very rural area to travel a long distance to come to where the resources are. We're using this web of relationships to take the resources to the place where the needs are greatest.
I think frequently in philanthropy, in nonprofit work, we think about how to serve those who need it the most. And I think one of the really powerful things about the work that you all have learned how to do through Strong Neighborhoods and are continuing to do via COVID-19 is through relationships, identifying where there are needs that need to be met and leveraging local churches, local partners to meet those needs. Can you tell us a story or two about what that is looking like in practice, what that has meant for families in rural communities across central Louisiana, courtesy of your work?
The Strong Neighborhood Project has taught us a lot of lessons, one of which is the power of relationships in an ongoing way. I really think that the relationships we've formed through this COVID-19 experience with help from your foundation will carry forward in a way that we can expand and continue to build on. People in each parish can tell us what are the needs here, just as the people in the Strong Neighborhood Project have told us these are the needs we have and these are the ways we want to connect. We want to be active and part of the solution as well. What we've learned is to come in and just be a presence, be a neighbor, be there to help people connect and affirm what they are able to do, give them more of a sense of, yeah, I can do this. I think that's maybe the greatest thing that poverty robs from people is the sense that there's no hope. Hope is such an important factor, but it requires both a logical way forward and the belief that I can make a difference in my own life. And when you're just so ground down and so isolated, those are both really hard. So I think that may be the best thing that our folks have done is go in and just help people have hope and have a belief that, yeah, I can take steps to make not only my own life better, but also the lives of those around me.